Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone, but he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 89 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He is going to find Hill here, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jameis to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 5 catches, 65 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Steelers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And meanwhile, Winston's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. throwing the interception. Winston escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And this one all tied as they've gone to the intermission. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay, but now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Slant pass complete, Najee Harris. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Right side caught by Jackson. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings us 3rd and
To throw, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
that's another Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And the Steelers first down.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw again. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 11. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and now they're in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Winston. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Harris running straight ahead. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Dolphins 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Winston now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Winston. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They hand this off to Harris to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll hit Jackson complete.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Miami set to take over.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.